Hi everyone, it's Burak from Trading Channels. It's the 13th of March and I'm back with the weekend update. As always, let's start with the indices, the major indices. We begin with S&P E-mini 500 contract. Now, last week's high has backtested this green internal broken support. You can see it was a support, it was broken, got back tested quite a bit, and this is the last one. But you can see here this was a very deep back test, but it then failed to move on. This spike actually was caused by the comments by Putin that there is some progress in the peace talks, but then it was short-lived and it came down pretty hard from there. I forgot to mark this one. 1 second. I'm going to show you that this was the perfect, this one here. If we put this one in, let's put it in what, black color, and then you can see this was the third touch on this top band, that black top band. The bottom band had 2 touches. Now at the close it was already breaking it. So this is a small bear flag inside the red larger bear flag. So if this red bottom band it'll probably cause a little bounce, and then if it does break to the downside, I think we're gonna have a break of this green support. Let's put it, okay, this is the long term. The previous support's here, and it's going to probably come down all the way to the golden bottom band one more time, and that level is around 4,000, yeah, 20 or so. So if this red bottom band breaks, which is the red bear flag's bottom band, if it does break, then minimum target is a new low, and then it's going to come back all the way to the golden bottom band. Maybe then we may see an interim major low to get all the way to the golden top band. That will be the initial target. Dow Jones has also come down. This is the spike up with the Putin's comments. This is the internal resistance, that black, this is the black bear flag. The internal resistance has held quite a few times. This was the spike up because of the comments. Now it's coming down. Maybe we will see a bounce off the red bottom band, but then after that I expect another downwards move to touch that black bottom band, possibly another bounce, and then come back down. This blue channel is the perfect bull flag in the making. So you can see here, this was the, remember we had this downward trend, so the bottom band was like this. So I'm going to show you. This was the downwards channel. The bottom band on the black, this was a double support with this bottom band here and the blue bottom band. So that bounce caused a major rally, but then it was short-lived, and I reckon if it breaks that black bottom band, then it's going to come back to the blue bottom band support for the third touch, and I would be a buyer if it comes down all to the blue bottom band and bounces off that level. And the level for that would be around 31,500, 550-ish, depending on how fast it gets there. We shorted on Friday the break of this blue support, and it came down to the golden bottom band, bounced a little bit, and then moved down. So this blue support is gone now, which is clearly bearish. And I'm going to delete that one now because it's kind of confusing with the other larger golden support. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. This red channel is the perfect bull flag in the making, with quite a few touches on the top band. The bottom band has 2 touches. So if the green bear flag, which is this one here, you can see this bear flag, that 2 touches there, 2 touches here. This blue support is broken, and I reckon we may get a bounce off that green bottom band. Without breaking that red downtrend, it may come down, and then that would target probably around 12,000, which is, yes, quite bearish. Obviously, the day that it breaks this red top band, I'm going to turn bullish. As simple as that. Russell is coming down inside. So this red resistance rail, obviously, I'm going to zoom out quite a bit now. Just watch out. This blue support was the line in the sand. That is from March last year, quite a few touches, and then it was broken, back tested right here and came down pretty hard. And you can see that in the long term we have this blue support with 2 touches here, which is why if it can break this green bottom band and then it would come down to the golden bottom band, maybe bounce and then break to revisit this blue support. If it wants to turn bullish, it has to get to the red top band resistance rail. I mean, it could be a resistance rail, maybe a little bit pull back and then break to the upside. Ultimately, it has to break this 2100, 2150 to go over this major resistance. That's the only way Russell can turn bullish again. And FTSE had, just a second here, first of all, let's have a look at this blue support that held 5 times, then it was broken, big bounce, and it came down all the way to the golden top band to confirm this golden channel. Okay, so I'm going to show you on the 2-hourly chart. That was pretty good, and then it came down. Then with Putin's comments, it basically spiked up, but then it came down again, back into the golden channel. So this was a nasty action. It was also backtesting this blue broken support. Okay, now I think it looks quite bearish again because it's going to break this red support. We got stopped out when it was doing this spike up. I was short from here, but then we got stopped out, and now it's gone back down in. Now this red support is going to be broken to the downside, which is a shame because, you know, we should have probably hold on to that. But this was a proper breakout to the upside, and it's impossible to know how far it can go. Maybe it could have gone to break this purple resistance as well. Well, it didn't, but it could have, which is why we stopped out. And now there is a gap here. The minimum target is that 7,055. That's the level where once this broken, this gets broken. This is the minimum target, 7,055, and possibly because this golden downtrend is being reclaimed, this was the fake out, maybe it's going to come down all the way to new lows at 6,750. And the perfect downtrend is the black one on DAX, and it will probably drive it all the way down to a new low, and it's going to touch that the red and blue supports at around 12,120 or just a little higher. Any move below to 12,200, I reckon then we should get ready to buy DAX again, especially if it can break this black downtrend to the upside. That would be super bullish in my view, to at least backtest this green broken support. You can see it was broken and backtested right here, and that backtest was bearish and it came down pretty hard from there. So this red bottom band, if it does hold, okay, this red bottom band, as you can see, it is from March 2020 lows, and if it comes all the way here and bounces, that will be very, very bullish to at least come to 15,000. Now let's have a look at commodities. Oil has had broken this red resistance like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This was the level where it got really murky because of a lot of comments, a lot of news. Then finally it was broken. And now the green bottom band is potential support. If it does bounce, then I think it's going to come back all the way to 125, 130. This is US oil. I think Brent oil has a much clearer picture. This is the long-term Brent oil. When the purple bottom band, the purple bottom band held at the low of the COVID crash, huge bounce. Then finally the purple top band was broken and back tested twice, actually 3 times, 1, 2, 3. And then it moved off that level, that purple support, and then finally it also cleared this red major resistance from 2008. So I don't think it's going to come down below 275 for a very long time. When it bounced off this level, I said it's not going to come down around 55, 60 for a very long time. Now I can say it's not going to come down to 75 for a very long time. This green resistance came very close to it. I may argue that it is tested. It is tested, but maybe it's going to come all the way to 150 tested and then come down to back test this red broken resistance. All in all, I think the normal target is 150, which is, you know, the bull flag. When a bull flag breaks, then it basically comes all the way to the high of where the bull flag has started, and that level is $150. And I think in the coming months, years, whatever, it's eventually going to hit 150 and possibly a little bit higher. Natgas, this is the line in the sand for natgas, that blue resistance with 3 touches. This green one may turn into a bear flag if it bounces off this level and then breaks it. The golden bottom band is the next support potential. Maybe we see another bounce, but after that, if it does break, then I think it would come down to fill this gap at around 4. If it doesn't want to come down, and if it does break this blue resistance, then I think I would be much more confident for the long-term target, which is around 750. Why I say 750, and that's because this blue top band has a major downtrend all the way from 2006 highs, and that's the top band of it, and that makes it and the next potential resistance, but also the next potential support target. Gold has come all the way to the blue top band, okay, the blue bottom band. I posted this blue potential channel, that's a major bull flag, and it came very close to that blue top band and it reversed right there. It wasn't an exact touch, but it is impossible to be very accurate with these kinds of long-term view, but it was already, you know, very overheated, and that's why that was a warning to basically close some of the longs. I wasn't long gold, but I was long platinum, which is why we closed the rest of the position. Now I'm looking into buying more metals with these pullbacks. Now what we said was this golden channel is broken, which was short-term bearish. It came down and it backtested this green broken. Look at this, that perfect uptrend. You know, the initial touch on that green top band held, came down, and then later on we broke it to the upside. This is the backtest on the green and also this blue broken resistance, so this becomes a support. That's why we had a big bounce off that level. Okay, and I reckon it is going to, if it can break back into the golden uptrend, which is very possible, it may come all the way to the blue top band one more time. Yes, the war had quite a few, you know, it influenced the metals, obviously, for the obvious reasons, but it's not like gold wasn't going to do that anyway. It was already getting ready to break this purple resistance, which I had marked quite a few times. Finally it did, came back for a backtest at 1830, and then it didn't look back after that, and it came all the way to above 2080. I think that was the top. So that is quite technical and quite a good technical picture on the bullish side. Silver, the purple bottom band, the purple top band, which makes it a major sideways bull flag. The inside, this green channel has formed and it was broken. This purple internal resistance was broken and it was backtested a few times. So everything looks like it's going to come all the way to $30 eventually, but it was stopped by this red resistance, that perfect touch on that red resistance, we have a big pullback, and it's kind of tried to break this blue steep channel, and you can see that bounce off it, and then try to break this blue support and the blue channel. So it's a little bit now, are we going to backtest this green broken bull flag, or it's going to keep on rallying and break that red resistance immediately? That's anybody's guess. We are long from 22.92. I'm not going to close this. I would close it only at $30. Of course, that is unless it gets back into this green broken channel. So on the long term, I'm still very bullish for silver to target $30. Let's have a look at Forex. Euro had broken this blue support, and that was like a very, very strong support, and it was broken. And then the bounce came, and which makes the red potential channel. I'm not saying we saw this, but we saw this one as a resistance, and it came down more than 150 pips after the backtest of this blue broken support, and that's now very strong resistance, as you can see. What it wants to do, I mean, if euro wants to rally all the way to the red top band, then it has to break this blue support, blue resistance, which would be, of course, a buy signal if it can do that. Maybe we'll see another touch on the red bottom band before it moves, or even if it doesn't come down, it may still do that, bounce off, come all the way to that level, and then touch that red top band, where I would be expecting another reversal. Yeah, short term, it's very hard to say anything about euro, really. It looks clearly quite bearish right now because of the blue resistance reversal. Pound sterling, same picture. It is bearish, and it's coming towards that red plus blue potential double support. We'll see if it does hold at around 129.85, and if it does hold right there, if it bounces, then the red top band maybe come back down, and then if it does break, it has to break into this green channel to move on all the way to the green top band and get to the blue top band. So this blue channel is still a wishful thinking bull flag. It is wishful thinking. I mean, it's not a very steep downtrend, so which makes me think it may turn into a very well-formed bull flag to be broken to the upside. US dollar, Japanese yen, this blue support was instrumental, and once the golden bull flag was broken, I said it's going to get to that green top band, and it didn't even stop there. It basically smashed this green bull flag. You can see 2 touches and 2 touches there, perfect bull flag. Now it's broken, and it's kind of come all the way to the red resistance, which already has 3 touches. So the 4th touch, I will either, reverse, or it's going to smash through. Eventually it may smash because it is looking quite bullish right now. I thought it may come down if it can break this blue support to come all the way to the green, but instead it basically cleared that green top band. So it looks very, very bullish here. DXY, which is, everybody's talking about what US dollar is going to do. This blue broken resistance was back tested, and it rallied from there. Now the green resistance is going to get tested. If it can break it, then the green top band is around 102, which will be the ultimate level where DXY is going to go to, I think. And then after that, I would expect to come down to break this green bottom band. So we'll see if this green internal resistance can be broken to get all the way to the 102 level. And this is the COVID high, and of course we can't be sure if it's going to get all the way to the blue top band one more time. Kiwi had broken this blue golden resistance, and it's going to probably come down to the red bottom band, which is potential support, and then after that it may come all the way to the green top band, and that of course is maybe is a blue bull flag in the making. Okay, this is the post of the flag, and this could be the bull flag in the making. Aussie dollar, it had broken this major bull flag, this blue bull flag. You can see here that has formed from 2011 high. So that's like a 10-year downtrend. It was broken, got back tested right there, and this golden support has also held its ground. Now it has to decide whether to break this red resistance with 3 touches already. If it wants to rally, it has to get all the way and break this red. So far there is no sign to that. Now it may come down and break and come down all the way to the golden support one more time at 0.70. So we'll see how this unfolds. Any move to break this red resistance will be extremely bullish. All right, let's have a look at coins now. Bitcoin, I reckon it's forming this long-term, a little bit like mid-long-term blue triangle. For a bullish breaker, it has to break this red resistance. 1, 2 touches. This was the support, was broken. This is the back test. So any move above 45k, 46k would look very bullish, but it hasn't been able to do that, which is why I think this blue triangle may be forming. I'm not saying it has formed yet. So I would say maybe if it comes to here, bounce, comes all the way here and then breaks it to the downside, then I think 31,000, which is the green bottom band, can be tested, may be tested. So and that would be the major low and major support for me, and that's where I would be looking into buying long term to target $75,000. Okay, this golden bottom band together with the green, so that level is around 31,500. Okay, that's the long-term potential support. Ethereum, let's have a look at Ethereum. I'm going to switch to 4-hourly. That red resistance it tried to break that red resistance and failed so far. Now, let's have a look if it's forming this blue support. It could be forming this blue support, and if it does bounce and then break it, then the $2,000 is the blue 2 touches here, 2 touches there. That blue support is the $2,000, and I reckon that would be the major support for Ethereum, which makes it also the potential target at around $2,000. Okay, and let's have a look at Zcash. And the blue top band was broken, which was potential bear flag, but it's broken now. And yeah, long term, I reckon it's forming maybe this black bull flag with 2 touches here, 3 touches at its bottom band. Any move to clear this blue and black resistances would be extremely bullish to target $330. I'm going to look into only a few of these. So this is Vulcan Forged. That blue bull flag is in the making, and any move above the blue top band would be very bullish. While the world at Gamecoin, the black resistance has to be broken. So far there is no sign of such a breakout, and actually it's coming towards this previous lows. This is, yeah, I already did Vulcan Forged. Sandbox, touching that black support. If it can be broken, then I reckon it's going to come to this green plus red, and that level is around 180. So be careful if 180 gets tested and it holds. I think that would be the level where the red bull flag holds again, and then a rally to 11, 15 inside this excuse me, inside this green uptrend. Solana is approaching that blue bottom band as a potential support. If it does hold, then I think it will rally. Otherwise, you may forget about this blue channel if it completely gets ignored. Our launch has just tested this black broken excuse me, broken resistance, but it's not holding as support. So that is a little bit, not a little bit, quite disappointing so far. I thought it would bounce off here and break this blue bull flag. So far, no sign. Maybe it's going to come all the way to the blue bottom band. Excuse me. Okay. Luna had bounced off the red support and it has broken the green bull flag, which is why it touched a new all-time high, which is, you know, makes Luna the strongest one of them all. Cardano is inside this blue channel and it has to be broken to the upside. Monero has to break this red resistance, which is showing relative strength. You can see here that green resistance is now no more, I think, and that red resistance breakout, and any move above 205 would look very, very bullish. And Chili's, I would love to have a touch on this 10 cents, which is the black bottom band, and then rally. And Matic, still downtrend, and it may touch that blue bottom band, and then rally. And Shiba Inu is inside this golden bull flag, and once it breaks out, then it would look very, very bullish. Okay, that's it, folks. Have a good rest of the weekend. I'm at Trading Channels. Keep in touch. Ask me any questions if you have. Bye, guys. Bye.